But let's get to the Oxmoor Ford Lincoln Buzz line. Diehard Kentucky fan, one of my favorites. Hink is on the line. What's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much.
Man, I don't. If I was a Louisville fan such as yourself,
I'm sorry. What was that? Hink?
I wouldn't be. If I was a Louisville fan such as yourself,
that's me. Yep.
I wouldn't be beating my chest, man.
Not beating my chest.
You're 5-0. That this is true. You're in the top 25. This is true. But you're 5-0 is against a bunch of teams with losing records.
Mm-hmm. Every one of them has a losing record, I believe.
That's awful.
Losing records.
Yep.
I mean, and you're proud of that.
I'm proud of being 5-0.
No shame. Come on, man.
We played. Are you a Kentucky football fan, Hink, or do you have another team? I'm guessing you probably do, right?
I like Miami.
Oh, I knew it. Knew it.
And I cheer for Kentucky. Oh, I'm glad you got your rocks off. Just the thought of it, buddy. But,
I get a kick out of it. I don't know. I get a kick out of it.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I don't know.
But,
yeah, Louisville's 5-0. They can't play teams that they're not scheduled. They have won in very unconvincing fashion. Hence, I said if Louisville moves back or out of the top 25, I won't have much to complain about. You're right. Our schedule sucks. But we did get to play Kentucky this year, and we smoked them.
Well, that's not saying much. So did Western, so did South Carolina. I mean, come on, bro. So did Florida. You act like
I'm not saying we're a national championship contender.
No, but you saying that you make it where you sound. Y'all should be a top 10 type team.
No, I certainly didn't say that. No, what I said is I wouldn't mind if we fell out of the top 25.
You want Teddy Bridgewater up for Heisman?
I don't think he should. I don't think he has much of a case at going for Heisman at all. Actually, I don't.
Do you realize y'all Louisville has never had nobody invited to New York for a Heisman Trophy ceremony? Mm-hmm. Let alone win a Heisman. I mean, do you realize that? I mean, to say that you want this man for Heisman, he's not that type of quarterback.
He is. I beg to differ. I'd say junior, senior year, he could be. Do you think so?
What could be is no. I don't, because the type of competition you're playing against. What makes you think he should be? When I see him playing against at least a decent team in NC State, he looked like a clown last year.
Yeah.
A clown is what he looked like. Yeah. NC State's not that good, but he looked bad.
Okay.
They made him look bad. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I'm with you.
I don't see y'all playing no competition.
We're not.
I look at your schedule. Hey, I think you should go undefeated with the tough schedule that you have. Yes, you should. You ought to feel ashamed if you lose more than 2 games. Now, I'm saying there's things called upset, and that's what I'm saying. And if y'all lose more than 2 games, if y'all lose 3 games or more, you ought to be ashamed of Charlie Strong. You ought to be ashamed with your programming, because there's no way that y'all should. Well, like I said, you have at least 3 more teams on that schedule with losing records right now, currently. 3 more teams on that schedule. You have Temple, you have Syracuse, and you have Pittsburgh. All of them with losing records.
Pittsburgh's 2-2.
Losing records, man. Come on, don't justify a 500 record. That's a losing record. I mean, I don't care.
They knocked off Virginia Tech.
Record of me.
Virginia Tech is not the Virginia Tech of the old, in my opinion. They've already lost 2 games.
This ain't Marcus Vick step on Dumerville's ankle of Virginia Tech.
Don't even go there. That's a cheap shot.
I understand if you want to live off the name and you appreciate the little win there. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but it is what it is. As a matter of fact, I think even South Florida has a losing record. You might want to look that up. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
2-3. You're right. They do.
And they supposed to be one of the votes getters for winning the Big East. So what is that?
Cincinnati's 3-0.
Well, no, Cincinnati's decent, and I think that's one of the ones y'all will lose.
Yeah,
I think
Rutgers is 4-0.
Game that you lose.
Rutgers is 4-0.
Okay. Okay, man.
I mean, the schedule, Kentucky's schedule is like second or third in the country as far as difficulty. Louisville's is like 88th or 90th. I'm not arguing with that. All I'm saying is if someone wants to, in the same breath, talk smack to me about being happy for Louisville being undefeated, and then at the same time say they're a Kentucky fan, I've got a problem with that.
Well, look here. If Kentucky had y'all schedule, we only have 1 loss on there, and that would have been the Louisville.
That's what I said.
That's the only loss we would have.
Interesting.
If we would have had, They would have beat Southern Miss. They could be FIU. They can be
UNC, in my opinion.
Missouri State.
UNC,
they could beat all them bum teams. I mean,
interesting. I disagree.
Enjoy your time. Enjoy your moment. You're supposed to. Shine like you're supposed to. But when you go against a grown man, little boy.
North Carolina's 3-2 and would have smoked Kentucky, Hink.
Who's that?
North Carolina's 3-2. They would have smoked Kentucky. What about Louisville and Kentucky playing on September 2nd makes you think that they would be handling the Louisville schedule similar to how Louisville is? What about the team makes you think that? Where are you getting that? Because I'm not seeing it.
What about it? Because I watch how y'all play against them, and I don't see y'all much better. Y'all let Carolina. Carolina's not good. Carolina's very depleted due to the allegations and the scholarship reductions, due to the BM being on probation. They are very depleted. They lost about 5 NFL players last year. And they talk about all these NFL players on the team. No, they don't have them like that no more.
You do not know what you're talking about with that, Hink. They have about 7 or 8 guys who are going to be in the NFL. A few of them are going to be in the first 2 or 3 rounds this season.
7 or 8 guys are going to be in the first round.
Yes.
Who?
The offensive left tackle, Hurst. They've got a middle linebacker. His name's slipping me right now. They've got, their right guard, Jonathan Cooper. He's going to be a first or second round pick, probably a first round pick this year, Hink. I mean, what makes you think Louisville's not that much better than Kentucky? Where are you getting that?
Let's talk about game-changing type players. I don't want to hear about offense. I want to know about the linebackers. I want to know about the cornerbacks. I want to know about the the game-changing type players. Yeah, you could get an average offensive lineman and he could make the NFL. Yeah, no problem. But I want to talk about your special type players, your quarterback. I want to talk about your receivers. The quarterback ain't like that.
He'll end up in the NFL.
The quarterback just came off he beat a quarterback that just came off a concussion. The boy had a concussion last week, and he played, and he still found a way to come back on your sorry team. And you're bragging about that? I wouldn't say much. But like I said, the boy had a concussion. He got up, he took a hit, he got up and fell back down. The boy shouldn't have been playing. Seriously, they ought to look at that school for allowing that boy to play with a concussion. But that's their program, and that's how they want it roll. But yet, they still came back and almost beat you guys. And they haven't made a turnover in the last minute or so. They would have beat you guys. So what is that saying? You barely beat Southern Miss. Southern Miss has won no games. A Conference USA team. I don't give a damn about a monsoon. If you got players, then you ought to be able to win, blowing out hands down, up and down that field. But y'all couldn't do it. Y'all struggled. And if the punter had even halfway of a leg and hit that ball, you wouldn't have won that game.
Yeah.
So your team ain't like that, man. So enjoy the moment. You got all these better players in these sorry teams, and you still can't blow them out. Then you wonder why you're not even in the top 10, and you 5-0 because they don't respect scrubs. Because that's what you are. Louisville sucks. Later.
Thank you, Hink.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Good
I love
call.
it.
He bringing the heat there. I like it.
That's great. Last week I had a guy harping on me, but you and Hink just a little battle.
I'm with him on most of what he says, but when you throw in that Louisville's not that much better than Kentucky, are you kidding me? Is somebody kidding? Is this a big joke? I mean,
I agree with Hink.
Is this a big joke?
I agree with Hink on that. If Kentucky had Louisville scheduled, they would be 1 loss, maybe 2. I'll say 2 losses, Kelly. I'll give you North Carolina.
Louisville's just a little bit better than Kentucky.
Did I ever say that?
The whole premise.
Did I ever say that? No, I never said that. I didn't say that. Did that come out of my mouth? No, I didn't say that.
That was the premise of Hink's call there.
That was not Tyler's call. That was Hink's call.
I said Hink's call.
Okay, that's what you said. Me. I'm talking to you for me.
Okay.
So not talking out of
You're
Hink's.
saying you agree? Okay.
I'm saying
I disagree that Kentucky's is close to as good as Louisville.
I think Louisville.
Okay, so what's your points on that? Why do you?
I'm happy as hell that Louisville's 5-0. If someone says
that's
Kentucky,
not a point.
That if someone says Kentucky, what are you guys? What's your case? Kentucky, what would their record?
Why
be
are you asking us when we just asked you?
What are you asking me?
I'm asking, since you said Louisville is light years better than Kentucky, why? Why are they light years better? Is it because they have a better quarterback, a better running back? Their defense is not as good their defense is just as bad as Kentucky's.
I disagree.
Kentucky's defense only looks worse because they're playing teams like South Carolina, like Georgia, like Tennessee, like Florida. When you play those schools that are going to light you up.
I don't think that the talent level is extremely different on the defensive side. But actually, yes, I do. I think that Louisville's defensive depth is just definitely better.
We'll have 2 losses if they had Kentucky's schedule right now.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Okay, well, it shows your standpoint. And then you'd end up having about 4 to 5 to 6 losses after the season's over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Louisville's definitely better than Kentucky, and I'm very happy.
I agree that you're better than Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm not denying the fact that Louisville is better than Kentucky in football. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is they're not, like Hink said, a top 10 team like a lot of people think.
Kelly hasn't said that.
Who's saying that?
Hink just said that.
Who's saying Louisville is a top 10 team?
I'm saying because didn't you say?
No, Kelly didn't.
I certainly didn't say Louisville's a top 10.
Kelly said he could see him out of the top 25. We got to get to break.
If they went out of the top 25, I really wouldn't have much complaints.
And I don't see that
5-0, I'm happy as hell.
Yeah, that was just Kelly's point.
Cards.
I will back you up on that one. 384-1450. Let's get some more of this going. This is good talk right now. Farrell Elliott coming up. KFFSE Commissioner talking fantasy football. Stick with us. We'll be right back. The Weekend Sports Buzz.